Wanderer, the ultimate hippie trail journey, is a great read and a hell of a lot of fun. Check it out. Follow the journey and our route on our website at wandererbook.com. We start out coming in, crossing the border to a town called Firozpur. I have no idea why we went that way because we wound up going way north from there and could have gone straight across instead of going down south like this. But this is what happens when you travel in ignorance and with other people who are also ignorant. But we did cross the border, get to Firozpur, spent a couple of interesting days there, which you'll hear about. Then we took a train up to the next town. This was called Jalandhar. Then up to Patankot, where we had some adventures, and on to Jammu City. We're heading north. Why? Because we want to get out of the incredible heat and humidity of India. Then from Jammu City, we head through an incredible mountain hitchhike on the top of trucks, sometimes paying 10 cents to go a certain distance, and all the way to the fabled land of Kashmir and the city of Srinagar. That is our journey for this week. Let's talk about the particulars. One of the cool things about entering India at this border location is you get to go through this very famous gate, the Shani Hind Gate. Didn't mean that much to me as being shaken down by the border guard, getting caught with the rupees and everything, but I did walk through it. And then when you enter into this green land of India and the magic seems to descend upon you. Then we entered India and it all started tripping. We got a horse-pulled contraption with a driver called a Ganga, and it's also beautiful and green and lush. Soon we come to a lazy river sitting almost along the road. We get some chillums, the typical Indian funnel pipe for smoking, filled with local ganja or marijuana, and we go for a dream swim in the sweet warmth of the green river water. Dick and I go in with the Ganga. He tokes too. Then he gets us to a hotel and a fantastic electric storm moves in within a matter of seconds. Then it stops. The tropical rainstorm ends with a growing lushness abounding. It's a tropical feeling here, though not literally, but it is very hot and green, beautiful with thick lushness. Soon in the yard of the hotel, I spot a lightning bug. Dick and Roger flip out. There's many lightning bugs. They have never seen them before, though they're known to me in Michigan. Outside, there are so many of them, it's fantastic. After the rain, I sleep very poorly. The lights and the electricity are out. This morning, I sleep and then get up and groove around with plants, marijuana plants in the back of the hotel. Many plants, very lush, beautiful. And now I have reefer, regular old marijuana, after experiencing the massive influx of hashish and opium in Afghanistan and Pakistan. There are marijuana plants everywhere. What goes by me, India is a grand, hot, and humid trip. We leave the Green Hotel after 2 strung out nights with much ganja that we picked. We smoke with far out local people in front of the train station who are sitting India style, crouched on the ground with feet flat and their butts almost to the ground. We have a lot of hassles getting student rates and take a fantastic train ride that is 6 hours late to Jalandhar through millions of lightning bugs. As Dick and I sit at the open door of the passenger car with our legs dangling, watching miles and miles of dark country, literally lit up with the twinkle of the blinking lights. It was a true spectacle to behold, an amazing Indian countryside as villages roll by in the fantastic India in its grueling heat makes my head go round and round. It is enough for a while. sitting at an open door of the train with feet hanging in the wind with Dick watching the firebug-filled country go by me. The Sikh people are a trip here, very far out people. Many seem very intelligent, with very long hair tied in balls of hair on their heads. They never cut hair, and their beards are often rolled in a net, also never cut. This is the Indian Punjab, and it is a land of many Sikhs. Punjab, which means 5 waters, referring to its major rivers, with Amritsar, its capital, and the Sikhs' main shrine, the Golden Temple, within just a few miles. There's also a Pakistani Punjab just across the border, which resulted from the partition by the English when they created the two countries by separating India from Pakistan, Hindu from Muslim. We get to Jalandhar at 3 a.m. and walk about to get to a crummy hotel where we have an absurd experience with huge flat black spiders in our hotel room. The hotel is so grisly, we just leave and go to the bus station to leave for Jammu, a semi-capital for the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir at 3:30 a.m. I am so tired while trying to sit on the bus, my head keeps bumping into people as my neck just collapses on me. It is tiring. There are some beautiful Indian women here to be seen, a welcome change from the Muslim world where the women are all undercover. Finally, we fall into a free pilgrim house, which is more of a covered outdoor shack, primarily for the many folks traveling throughout India on pilgrimages. We sleep through the shank of midday in a heavy heat at the pilgrim facility. I wake up and get a free bath in the pilgrim area and walk about, my first real Indian city after 3 nights here. Very heavy and with quite an oriental flavor, including the rich but very unusual whining music. I go to the temple just to walk about. Then tonight I go in the temple and play my flute. What a groovy place with fantastic sculptures of an incredible variety of Hindu gods. The heat of lower elevation India is truly impressive and oppressive as the sweat just pours off your body in the plains and even the foothills. It's really an incredible way to experience this place, just as I always imagined it, sweltering. May 1971, Wednesday, Kood, Jammu, India. Somehow we make it out of the sweltering heat of Jammu city. We jump onto a steaming bus that takes us up, and now we sit amidst the great chain of mountains, the Kahuna, the Himalayas, the highest place on earth, and I am high. It is beautiful, and there are marijuana plants growing all over the mountainside. This is a dream place. Last night, we went out from our bungalow, which costs a rupee a night, about 12 cents, and we groove around down the road, hanging over the mountainside. We all sit, and the Indian truck drivers come up with charas, hashish. We get a super chillum together. The locals don't blow with us. We got so high in the highest mountains, we went and got lemon tea and go to bed on wooden beds, very late, 2 a.m. This little town is so beautiful. It's really not much more than a service for the road. Now I sit in a roadside restaurant and the buses unload. I'm really digging it. Just grooving here and trying not to feel too bad about having such a damn good time. People here are very nice here in Kood. Everywhere I've been, there have been huge green chunks of earth that just seem to pop up. The drive up here got incredibly beautiful at points. Now that I'm so high up here, I sit and formulate my travels through India. What a trip. I've been here 5 days in Cood. We just stay put. It's no place to go. Just enjoy it. The beautiful, fine mountain air and the groove of India. My impressions have been so many. To sort them out, it's just a challenge. It's a very oriental aura that flashes over the whole place of India, more than I expected. I've got nothing to say, but it's okay. This place has been likened to heaven, and it is all here. My God, mountain size of marijuana. There are huge hookahs everywhere up here. I feel so high from everything. I'm living so well and really grooving. The road flows through here, and it's very nice just to be stopped someplace on that moving highway. I am still intending to hit the fabled city of Srinagar and Shalimar in the Kashmir. It should be a hitchhiking operation. My round of India astounds me with its reality. We stop to pick the green growing leaves with little children helping to fill our bags. Then the rain starts to fall and it becomes a heavy downpour. But we make it down to our favorite restaurant and watch a tremendous booming Himalayan rainstorm that turns into smashing hail with lightning flashing. We eat, and now I sit to formulate and get a pulse from my throbbing head as I buzz on through my magical mystery tour. It is frustration to attempt to get my experiences down in words on paper because they are so filled with life's feelings in a myriad of sights, smells, and sounds. Another day, I shall look back at today's reality and it will become a dream of a time gone by. That was true. It is Saturday, May 22nd, 1971. It's a beautiful day. Early this morning, about 10 a.m., we start hitching from beautiful Cood. We go through absolute breathtaking rugged mountains in Jammu. We are on top and in the back of lorries, big trucks, open back that are colorfully painted, looking out over spectacular mountain rivers cascading through valleys of green. At one stop, I go down by a river and experience its flow and the beautifully colored birds. Suddenly, we roll into wider valleys with terraced fields that were green, flooded rice paddies with a very Asian tropical feel, just like in the photos of Southeastern Asia I've been seeing for my whole life. Spectacular and shocking in their many shades of green beauty. The beauty was stunning, over and over, like God's dreamland. It is heaven, so high, Himalayan beauty. After hours of riding, we come to a 1 3/4 mile tunnel through a mountain that took us from the incredible mountain beauty of Jammu into the Shangri-La beauty of the Kashmir Valley, there before us as we roll down the mountainside. Next week is week 34 of our 50-year anniversary of the Stevie Wander. And it will all be about the place called Srinagar, the city of water, rivers, canals, lakes, nestled up in the high Himalayas. And it will be a wonderful time. Have some rough spots too, but it's all about this wonderful area up in the mountains called the Vale of Kashmir. See you then. The Wander is a great read. It uses something we call the active voice. It's a hell of a lot of fun. You feel like you're right there experiencing it with our wanderer. And follow our route of the journey on our website at wandererbook.com. Next morning, I walk around the grounds of our hotel. I discover many budding reefer plants growing wild everywhere. I pick a few buds, then continue walking off the hotel grounds. We go on a picking expedition later in the day, then relax and chill out in our smoke-crazed state in paradise. After a second lazy day at the Green Hotel, we decide it's time to get moving again. We purchase tickets for a train ride to Jalandhar in the Jammu and Kashmir state. We are loaded down with all the free ganja we picked, although it is still wet. We smoke
with many of the local people in front of the train station. The local natives all sit Indian style, crouched low to the ground with feet flat and their butts almost to the ground. This is their posture when they smoke from a chillum and when they are just hanging out.